All right, y'all, we back with another reaction right here on ABP Reactions. This one right here is about my boy Druski, man. He just did a skit about, what do you call it? Catfishing, wearing a hat when you got a bald spot or bald head. And it pissed a lot of people off, man. So this one is called Druski Just Made the Worst Mistake of His Life. Let's see.
Cool, like I'm gonna take you on the first, we've seen it. The new thing, do you know what's crazy? Hatfish. Men are hatfishing us.
Druski wouldn't be him if he didn't piss people off. We've seen it already with the NASCAR thing and the Hebrew Israelite skits, but now he has a new one. It's called hatfishing. If you guys don't know what hatfishing is when a man looks pretty much decent to a woman with the hat on, but when he removes it, the hairline or his head shape tells a different story.
That's why you gotta get a bald head. You gotta get a bald head because at least have a bald head. Because if you got a bald spot, that's the worst. Listen, man. Damn.
And this is really big amongst black men. And Druski made light of it.
I wish you would have had my corner seat. That's why I don't let nobody. If you could make me push my corner back.
Tell you where, like.
That's why I don't let everybody cut my hair, man.
That's why I don't let everybody cut my hair, man.
Now, in this instance, Druski is a young man losing his hairline, and he's at the barbershop, and he's blaming the barber for his hairline being gone. He doesn't want to accept the fact that he's balding and he can't do anything about it. But then the second part of this is where it gets interesting.
You gotta go to Turkey.
No hats.
This is the funniest part of the motherfucking skit, y'all. Because every nigga who done had a bad haircut, or if you done had a bald spot or your hair was fucked up, every nigga can relate to this moment, dog. Where you done went to the club and you get to the front of the line and the security guard tell you no hats. That's like the worst feeling in the world. You don't gotta be a bald nigga to know this. A nigga you just get a haircut. You get a haircut this week and they tell you take your hat off. You know how much pride it take you to still go in knowing your hair fucked up or you got bald spots? You gotta have pride through the roof, ego like, I don't give a fuck. Because if your shit fucked up, you gonna be in that club looking thirsty. But most motherfuckers just say, I'm going home.
No hats, gentlemen. No hats, bro. Hey, step on that
Druski here is trying to get into the club, and the security guard is like, listen, you got to remove your hat before you come in.
Oh my God.
He removes his hat and hairline is down bad. Now, of course, there was some people who was pissed off about this.
That last Druski skit was not funny. It was actually pretty offensive, and I no longer
shut your bitch ass up, man. God, I hate people like this. If he's serious, he a hoe.
support Druski. Ever since that skit has hit the internet, I have nonstop been getting shares of that skit.
No way. No way he's serious.
Friends, family I haven't spoke to in years.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the think you is?
Exactly.
It seemed like people shouldn't be upset about this, but in all actuality, you know, black men and male pattern baldness is a big thing. This does affect our community more than it affects other men, believe it or not. It has even affected me. I started losing my hairline when I was around 30, so I understand what it meant. Now, I was okay with cutting all my hair off and just going bald, but not everybody wants to go bald. Some people, you know, their head is shaped funny, their hair looks better with hair, and then obviously, if you're a black man and you're used to having long hair, it also makes you look youthful. So when you lose your hairline, well...
Going from a head full of hair, deep cut wave, dreads, free forms, whatever it is, braids. And
he had to make sure that motherfucker was smooth to do this video. He made sure he had a fresh shave for this. That's a fresh shave right there. You know what I'm saying? He made sure she was fresh.
And going to a little bill, to off the grid cut. But I don't wish that on nobody, bro. I don't wish it on nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because the amount of self-esteem and confidence that you got to regain from losing your hair, that shit is crazy.
Woo! I mean, damn, the brother said he feels like he now looks like Little Bill. And of course, you got black men really discussing trying to actually treat their loss.
Today is the hair thing. So this is my hair right now. I've been growing it since December 26th, and it's kind of long. I ain't gonna lie.
Now that nigga shit look like Druski. That nigga, that's Dub. Dub, listen, bro. Let it go, man. Go to Turkey. It's only one thing you can do. See, now they got Turkey. Now you can go to Turkey. Go to Turkey or let it go. What you doing right here? Look at that shit. Look at that shit. You gotta have a bald head, bro. You can't let it grow. That's George Jefferson, brother. You gotta let it go. That shit up there is thin all across the top. It's over with. Rest in peace. Unless you go to Turkey, it's no saving this. Let it go. That's who Druski talking about. These type of niggas right here.
This ain't not here. I'm doing this in the back right here.
Look at, oh my God.
I mean, that's DDG's brother, and yeah,
damn,
his
shit
hairline
gone.
is looking quite terrible, right? And here is another thing that I really
Let it go, bro.
want to talk about.
It'll turn a from a 10 to a 6 real quick. They basically a hatfish. You'll never see them take their hat off. They'll even fall asleep with the hat on. But that one day that they gotta get in a pool and they have to take their hat off, you see their razor line, you're like, damn, I see why you wear a hat. Put that hat back on, bro.
Woo!
You thinking to yourself, here, let me go hand them a swim cap or something, save them a little.
Swim
I'm
cap.
blessed enough to still got my hairline for what it is, but man, I've seen some young that got some fucked up razor lines, bro, like 21 years old.
Now, let's look at DDG's brother. He was born in 1998, I believe it's Dub or Doobie, whatever his name is. But he can't.
Wait, what? 1998? He that young? No. Is he? Dub is that young? I thought Dub was like late 30s, 40s type shit. Oh shit.
To be no older than 27, and he's already losing his hairline.
There's no way Dub is 27 years old. There's no way he's 27. That nigga gotta be like 35, 36, 35 to 40. No way.
I mean, that's even worse than me. Woo! And so that's kind of what I want to focus on. You have younger men who are losing their hair. And this is why the hat fishing thing is so popular, because let's say, for example, you're a younger guy and you're already not getting the women that you want. The one thing that can help you is a good hairline. I mean, you got your youth, social confidence, and that would at least save your attractiveness. But if you're 27 and you start losing your hairline, I mean, you actually can look like 37 or 47. People start talking about how you're cooked or start calling you unk, all right? And this is the situation.
Man, that nigga's not 27 years old, bro. That's out. When your hair doing shit like that, all the way across the top. Now, listen, when I shaved my head bald, I only had like the little patch. You know when you brush your hair and it's like that circle in the back? You got the top, you got the sides, you got the back, but it's that circle right there. That's why I didn't like how that shit looked. I was like, my shit was leaving. I got rid of my shit. I was like, I'm not doing that. I can sit out here and because this niggas, y'all probably got a homeboy right now. You might be a nigga right now. Or you got a cousin, a best friend, homie, that's walking around. He got the waves, but he got that big ass bald spot right there in the back. But you still got a little bit of top, you still got a little bit of side, a little bit of back. And they don't want to let it go. Let it go, man. Let it go. You know what I mean? Come on home to the bald side. Come on home. But this nigga right here, Dub, nah, he for sure late 30s, man. There's no way. He got to let that go, though. If he's not going to Turkey to get that fixed within the next month or two, you should not continue on with your hair like that. You got to rock the baldy, bro. Baldy or go to Turkey. But that's embarrassing. Your hair look like that underneath a hat consistently is crazy.
When you start losing your hairline, it now becomes a maintenance issue. Now, once you start losing your hairline, you can actually use the hat as a shield. This is the protective mechanism, okay? So my hairline is down bad. It's whatever. I'll just put the hat on. I go outside. I'll rock my fitted. It's all good. Then the other problem is that barbers like cost a lot of money. So when I started losing my hairline, I had to start getting my hair cut more. Not that I was, felt down bad about it, but I had to like get my hair cut more because my balding spots would show out faster. So I had like more pressure to go and get my hair cut because my hair grows fast. At least stop the show. Outside of my balding spots. Woo! So I had to start getting my hair cut more often, right? And so that costs more money and it costs more time. So for me, it was better to get my hair cut every week. And then if you still want to try to save that hair.
You know what's crazy? I know it's funny. And I was like, damn, when I finally started getting the bald spot at 26, I was like, damn, what the fuck? But my mom used to always say, because I've been wearing hats. High school, everywhere, like I've been wearing hats. But my mom used to always be like, them hats gonna make you bald. Your hair need to get some sun. I was like, my mom from Louisiana and shit, so, country people, they be having them beliefs and all that shit. Your hair, you gonna lose your hair. You gonna lose your hair. Your hair needs some sun. I'll be like, man, whatever, wearing hats. And then I start getting bald. I was like, damn, I should have listened. I should have fucking listened. But that is something that they say. If you wear hats a lot, your hair start thinning and shit. How true is it? Let's just say I'm here by experience, man, to tell you. It's true.
Hairstyle, which in my opinion, you should just cut it all the way off, but you don't want to. Then you got to start trying to wear the hats. Then another thing you see a lot of brothers doing is, all right, let me go ahead on and wear the wave cap. All right. Now, this was the big thing back in the day. You used to be able to get the Murray's grease. Like I said.
Oh, man. Who remember the Murray's grease? God damn. See, I don't even know if that's still a thing. Murray's grease might still be popping. I don't know. I don't got hair, so I don't know what hair products are still popping. But that Murray's grease, I used to have waves and shit, so I know. That Murray's grease, that was in every black household for sure. Hard-ass grease. And if you want to get smooth, you got to put it on your hands and rub your shit to a heat up. Rub it to a heat up, and then put that shit. Oh, God.
Rock the wave cap. And that's a part of, hat fishing, too. You just go outside with your wave cap on, it's fly and all that. The problem is when it's time to take it off, go to the club, you know what I'm saying? You got to go out there and get in the pool. People start to see how down bad you are. And this leads to the next point.
Earlier this year, I got a hair transplant.
See, this is the part I like, man, come on, look at this shit, y'all. Like, you know what I mean? At this point, it's like you going to get some, like a bitch going to get boob implants, nigga. You all on camera looking like this, man. I can't do all that, man. Let's just shave my shit off, man. Just shave my shit off, man. Look at this shit, cuz. That was classic, bro.
And boy, when I say that was the best decision I ever made, fellas, go to Turkey, get a hair transplant if your hairline is starting to back.
Shout out my nigga T-Real.
Space.
Now, this brother right here is real excited, right? He like too happy because he went to Turkey and he's taking care of that hairline. Now, this is the ultimate result of the whole hat fishing situation. And I've seen so many black men who are going to do this because let me just say this. It's one thing to say that, all right, if you just make a lot of money and you just work hard, females gonna deal with you.
My worst fear would be me saying, all right, fuck it, I give in. I'm finna go to Turkey. Fuck it, I give in. My worst fear is they do my shit and the finished product look like Akon shit, dog. That, when it's just like too perfect of a hairline and it's too low on your forehead and you wasn't born like this. Sometimes your hairline go with this, well, a lot of times, it fits the structure of your head. You might think it look weird, but then you try to go against how God made you and you want to make your hairline lower. This part looks straight like this, and now you look even stupider than before. Like Akon, there's no way Akon walking around saying, man, this shit look good. It's no way.
That's not necessarily true, okay? They might deal with you to a certain degree, but if females find you attractive and youthful, it's gonna be a lot easier to clap cheeks. So guys are going out to Turkey and they're getting their hairline taken care of and all that. Here's the problem with the Turkey trip. Number one, you need a passport to go to Turkey.
I thought this was Benny the Butcher for a second. I ain't gonna lie, when I watched it, I was like, this is like a zesty Benny the Butcher. But hey, they do got that other option, you know, the people with the glue on hair. It's some on Instagram, you will find them. There's some people that's really doing, like, I don't know how long that shit lasts on your head. That's the one question I never got to the bottom of. Like, how long the people that be gluing on the hair and they cut it and they give you waves and all that shit, how long does that glue last on your hair? Like, I don't see it lasting a long time. Like, what the fuck?
Okay. Number two, you're gonna need to fly from wherever you are to go to Turkey. Then you're gonna need to pay for the actual situation. And you can do it in America, but it's probably more expensive. But in Turkey, you can get those hair transplants, get cool, right? You have to support yourself in Turkey. By the time you come back, that might be a $10,000 or $11,000 trip. So a lot of brothers can't afford $11,000, $12,000 just to go and invest in a hairline treatment and all that, and that might be risky. So what's the situation? It's the hatfish thing. And for a lot of dudes that go bald like me, it didn't really bother me that much or whatever.
Hey, where the ladies at? Ladies. If you're in the chat right now, ladies, do you got a problem with a man with a bald head? Or are you one of those women who like, I don't date guys with bald heads? Or are you a woman who like, shit, I like bald heads? It's women who love bald heads. Like, I don't want a nigga with hair. And then it's women who want niggas with hair. Which one are you in the chat? Oh, sidebar. I must say, I got to give it up because, you know, on our other channels, FMW, Communities, ABP, we have 96% male following, right? I looked it up on the reaction channel. We have 87% male, 13% woman on our channel. Woo! We got ladies over here. Let's go, reaction channel. Hey, we got ladies over here, fellas. Y'all can talk some shit in this motherfucker. Shoot your shot. It's ladies that be watching, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going, though.
I already wasn't tripping. But for a lot of guys, it does bother them. Like, I haven't had a midlife crisis. I've been bald for a long time. I just cut my hair off like in the 30s. And I was kind of wearing low haircuts all my life anyway. So when I just went all the way bald, like, for me, it was easy. Didn't really bother me. I liked it, right? I haven't really got real lineups and real haircuts in like 14 years, something like that. That was the last time I got it. But for some dudes, like, if you've been rocking dreads, you've been rocking waves, you've been rocking flat tops, and you can't rock that no more, you know, hey, you feel less confident. And we gotta really pay attention to the fact that a lot of men, they feel hurt. You know, they feel bad that they can't rock their hair no more. And so now what they're left with is hatfishing because they got a funny shaped ass head. Women gonna be clowning them. And it really hurts a man's self-esteem.
Look at this nigga. That nigga went from showing all that hair to this nigga walking up with no hair. That shit is funny. Just look at the difference, dog. Y'all saw the video before. The nigga got the braids, hair look nice, all that type shit. And then you walk up with this, look at your shit. Like, oh, that's an ego buster.
And I really didn't think about it because for me, it wasn't a big deal. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's not a big deal for a lot of brothers. And a lot of women be clowning dudes with the same situation.
When men say
Druski
catfish,
is funny, bro.
You're a catfish. I'd like to call out all the catfishes. I've seen some sexy guys. They're wearing the baseball cap. The beard is looking moisturized. Skin is looking sexy.
Yes.
You've removed that hat.
Yes. It's...
Why is your head the way it is?
Apparently, this is not a problem. Just
Ain't
not in
that
America,
about a bitch?
but also in the UK.
Ain't that about a bitch?
What?
Yeah. Again, I'm gonna just say this for the brothers out there.
What?
Whatever you gotta do to feel good about yourself, do it. I mean, these women is doing it themselves, right? But hey, if they like you, they like you. If they don't, they don't. If you gotta save up and transplant it up, transplant it up. If you gotta cut it all the way off, cut it all the way off. But whatever you do, you can't have the fro in the back and the open crown on the top and think that women is going to really like. Some women may like that though. I'm not saying that they don't. But if you going to rock it like this, just cut it all the way off.
Right, yep, cut it off. I agree. If your shit gonna look like that and you ain't going to turkey, cut it off. Get that shit up out of there, man. Get that shit up out of there. It gots to go. Hey, man. But fuck all that, man. Fuck all that. One time for the bald-headed brothers, all y'all in the chat representing, holding it down, and you ain't ashamed to be bald, make some motherfucking noise in the chat right now. Hold it down. Well, I'm still gonna rock my hats though. I don't know what y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. All right, man. That right there was called Druski just made the worst mistake of his life. Are you offended by this skit that Druski made, the Hatfish? I thought it was pretty hilarious. I thought it was funny as a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Because he did hit some nails on the head with that one. That club entry is the coldest one. Everybody who has had a bad haircut or bald or fucked up hair can relate to that moment when it's a life-changing decision. Do I walk in this club and let everybody like look at me crazy, clown me, or do I go home? 99% of the time, you're going to go home. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what y'all think about this one. I'm going to give y'all 2 seconds to smash a like. And as always, get ready for the next reaction.